Hello students, welcome to your science lesson. Today we will learn about reproduction by different parts of the plant. The world around us is full of amazing plants. Some of the plants reproduce through other parts of the plant like underground stem, roots or leaves. Such plants are known to follow the method of vegetative propagation or vegetative reproduction. Let's learn more about this further. Vegetative propagation is a method in which we do not use seeds. Rather, we use vegetative parts of the plant like stem, roots, leaves to increase the plant's population. Alright, children, I know you all must be wondering what is the need of vegetative reproduction when we can simply grow a plant with the help of a seed. So now let's learn about advantages of vegetative reproduction. Through this method, we can grow a large number of plants having same qualities of the parent plant in a very short duration of time. Therefore, it is one of the simplest and quickest method of increasing the number of same plant. Apart from growing from a seed, a plant can reproduce through underground stem cutting, roots and leaves also. Let's begin with reproduction through underground stem. Potato, onion and ginger are the stems of the plant which can grow into new plants. These underground modified stems store food for the plant. If you closely observe a potato, you will notice some half moon-like structures called scars present on its surface, which form the eye of the potato and give rise to the eye buds. Any part of the potato bearing an eye can grow into a new plant. So, in order to grow a potato plant, you need to cut out the pieces of potato or take the entire potato containing several buds, then provide it suitable conditions for growth. After some time, you will observe a small plant coming out of the soil. Here you can see an entire ginger plant growing out from the underground stem, that is ginger. Banana and ginger are some other examples of plants that grow through underground stem. The second method includes reproduction by stem cutting. In this method, we cut out a piece of stem bearing buds and leaves from the parent plant and plant it in the soil. After a few days, we'll observe an entire new plant emerging out of a single stem. Some other plants that grow through the method of stem cutting include sugarcane, rose, China rose, money plant, and bougainvillea. Things to keep in mind for following stem cutting method include: first, the parent plant should be healthy and disease free. Second, always cut out stem from the upper part of the plant. Third, use a sharp and clean blade. Fourth, cut out that part of the stem which is having flowers or buds. Stem cutting method is preferably practiced for commercial flowers like rose. The third method includes reproduction through roots. Some plants like sweet potato, carrot, radish, turnip, and dahlia store food in their roots. Roots of these plants can grow into new plants. If you sow an entire sweet potato in the soil After some time, you will observe that new plants start arising from its root itself. Some other examples of plants that reproduce through roots include dahlia and asparagus. When roots of these plants are placed in water, these give rise to new roots which appear towards the lower end and new shoots or stems which appear at the upper end. Thus, an entire new plant grows from a single root. The fourth method includes reproduction through leaf. Leaves of Bryophyllum plant have buds in the notches along the margins. These buds develop into new plantlets. When these new plantlets get detached or separated from the parent plant, they fall onto the ground, and when they get proper growth conditions, they develop into new bryophyllum plant. Thus, we can conclude that from among innumerable seeds that plants produce, all do not grow into a new plant. Some are destroyed by rain or wind, some are eaten by insects, while some do not get right conditions for growth. Here comes in the role of vegetative reproduction. So now the questioning time begins. You have to observe these pictures and answer the 4 questions mentioned below. Look at the following pictures and then answer to the question. Which method of reproduction do these plants follow? Give 3 advantages of vegetative reproduction over reproduction through seeds. I hope the topic reproduction for different parts of the plant is clear to all of you now.